Hi guys, welcome. Okay, let me just get the cards here. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it on here. What the heck? There it is. Sue, General. Balance comes back to your life and a wish comes. So you got a wish, put it out into the universe. When that wish happens, you'll feel like life has finally gone back into balance. You're moving on to greener pastures. It also looks like you may have persistence and perseverance here is paying off. Life starts to move forward pretty quickly. You could hear from somebody out of the blue that you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Could be a Sagittarius, and you have cause for celebration coming up in the near future. Malika, General. Got the sun coming out over your life, which is positive. That is, happiness comes in. Your intuition is heightened, so please listen to it. You're coming to a point in your life where you have some good luck. And you got the Three of Wands in reverse, so you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. Making decisions to push your life forward by listening to your intuition puts you in a place where divine timing is starting to work for you. Adriana, what did he think of me today? He thought that you were interesting, creative, kind, grounded, stable, down to earth, passionate, attractive, and intelligent. Elizabeth, what's going to happen with Ben and his new girlfriend? There's not a whole lot of love here between the two of them. So they would have to really be in it for the long haul before love shows up. They may be having an okay time right now. They are being guided by the divine, and there is some peace and serenity around the situation, but not a whole lot of love here. And this may not be very lasting long term. Not passionate love-wise. As far as like two people staying together because neither one wants to be alone, it could have some longevity there, but there's not a whole lot of love here. And there is, somebody's going to present the other person with an offer that they can't refuse. It's going to keep them around for a while. I don't think it lasts forever, though. There's a mini tower moment at some point. Doesn't look like it ends things, but there is, I don't know, there's not a lot of love here. Or, potential love. And you don't have to be in love the first 2 dates, but it doesn't look like it doesn't really grow into anything that's, I don't know. There's not a lot of love. That's the best I can say. The best I can say is I don't think these two are falling head over heels in love with one another. New me. How will this weekend go if I spend time with Quincy? Should be good. You got the world at your feet. You got passion coming in. You have respect coming in. It should be a decent weekend. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't suggest not to. I would go and have a good time. Gabby wants spirit messages. The Six of Fire, victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. Ace of Fire. Brilliant new ideas and inspiration. Seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging new beginning. Strength. Archangel Ariel. Great inner strength. Release harsh judgments. Forgiveness and compassion. Adriana. What would happen? What could happen between me and him? Well, you do have the Magician here, which is like you could manifest just about anything you want, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of love here, not yet. That could take time. It could come in the future, but it's not here right yet. There's stability, there's friendship, there's companionship, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of love. Doesn't mean it can't come. It just might take time. Some relationships, it's like, bam, like you meet the person, it's passion, it's chemical attraction, and two people that can't get enough of one another. And then sometimes it takes time to grow. This looks like it would take time to grow. Elizabeth, next 2 weeks for me in love. Okay, you may be feeling a little bit like I'm not getting a new beginning, or you may be feeling a little bit betrayed by something. Empress is in reverse, which is not favorable either when it comes to love, but you should be turning a corner where you feel like you have some choices and options coming in. You have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, that there could be success around, feeling like the world is at your feet when you listen to your intuition. Got a Libra and passion coming in. It might be closer to the end of the 2 weeks. There's a water sign here as well, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You might have some options. I'm thinking closer to the second week, not the first week. First week may be kind of like not that great. Kylie, what's coming towards me in the month of November? You've got success coming in around Six of Pentacles is usually a work relationship where you're being either better compensated or you're feeling a little bit more appreciated. Got the world at your feet and happiness coming out. Now, if you don't work but you go to school all day, that's where it would be. Cause for celebration around success, around whatever it is you do all day. Balance comes back into your life. Listen to your intuition. Sue, Victoria's feelings towards my brother after hanging out. Lover's card here. New love interest. Looking for success around a love relationship. I think she's going to want things to move forward romantically. Gabby, general for this month. Slow and steady wins the race this month. You got a Virgo around you who could be of significance. Got water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and things change for the better this month when it comes to money and a creative project. You're also maybe feeling like the hard work that you've put into your career is finally now starting to pay off. Taking time for rest and relaxation serves you well, and perseverance takes your career to the next level. No longer holding yourself back, being guided by the divine. I think that you may have other opportunities, or you may be at least searching for other opportunities when it comes to your career. Things can move forward pretty quickly. Should be a pretty good week. Month. Sepia, general. Okay, you've got stepping into your own strength, which brings in good karma, leaving a disappointment and arguments in the past, moving more into a time of good luck and good fortune. Life moves forward. There could be a Cancer around you. There could also be a Leo around you and possibly a Libra. Money comes in with the 10 of Pentacles. Side business. You may be thinking about starting a side business. That would be something that may be taking a lot of your focus. It may make you feel a little bit overwhelmed at times, but I think that you put enough effort in and you could make a go of it. 7 of Cups, you're going to have choices. And you've got the 4 of Wands here, upgrading your home, moving homes, changing homes, whatever it is, it's positive. Sepia, love. Balance comes back into your life out of the blue. All of a sudden, divine timing starts to take over. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Things change for the better for you quickly. You've got a new journey starting, possibly with a Virgo. You've got choices around you. No longer feeling stuck in the mud. You've got a Sagittarius coming in. You've got somebody from your past coming back. Cause for celebration comes in, possibly with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And your love life moves forward. Slow and steady, but it's moving forward. Angie. Is marriage possible with Jay in the future? I'm not seeing marriage, no, not as of right now. I don't know where you are in the relationship, so that may be part of it, but I'm not seeing marriage coming in right now. Sepia, will I see Rommel this weekend? Yeah, I think you will see him. Got a 70% chance, yes. But the Page of Pentacles is positive. The Page of Pentacles is like somebody who's focused or directed or putting in effort. Mustafa. I don't see it yet. Let me do T-Vet. Sagittarius intentions when he returns. Okay, I don't know if you've had this already, but there's a terror moment around you and him. If you've already had it and there's disappointment around the situation, you may be moving on from this with the Six of Swords. See, right now he's showing as coming up as very unprepared. But when he does come, because there'll be a time where he'll come back. There he is. He may not know exactly what he wants. He doesn't come in very strong. He comes in very weak. He may be coming in to see how you're feeling, or how he may be coming testing the waters to see where you are before he tries anything or before he decides what he wants. Because when he comes in, he comes back very weak. I don't know if he did something wrong, and that's why he's like cautious when he comes back. He's almost like afraid. I don't know. He's showing right now as being unprepared, so it might take a little bit of time. And he also comes up a little bit undecided. He'll be back, though. It's just, when he comes back feeling weak. That's the best way I can put it. Sepia, career for next week. Growth and transformation, the Death card. You've got strength and the Three of Pentacles, plus the Nine of Cups. So you have a wish. The Three of Pentacles would be a stable business relationship, growth and transformation, and strength coming in around your career. Maybe there'll be a new opportunity next week. Mustafa, I found my weed where you said it would be. Oh, excellent. Today would be my last lazy day of smoking and chilling. If I grind hard starting tomorrow, tomorrow, will I catch up on all my schoolwork on time? I think so. The blue, yeah, I like the color, right? It's just way too long. Not that I'm going anywhere in it, but it's way too long. I like the length of the green one a little bit better. Anyway, but I like the color of it. I love this. I love this. My mother would hate it. She would really hate it, but I love it. I like the way the blue looks with the... Will I catch up with my schoolwork on time? You will. See, what comes up around you is that when you focus, you can accomplish a lot. It seems like you pick things up pretty quickly and you don't get really stuck or you don't get frustrated. You can just kind of breeze through it when you set your mind to it. You got to focus. Once you focus, you can get things done. Virtue, career and business reading. I'm an Aries. Okay. You may be feeling a little bit burdened by career and business. That's going to change moving forward. Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. You got cause for celebration coming in around financial stability that brings in happiness. The Sun is one of the best cards to get. Plus, you've got a wish around career and business and some good luck happening. If you own your own business, Three of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles could be feeling like a balance comes back to your life and business relationships that are built on solid ground with long term. Like it could be like, say for example, you were a hairdresser. This could be like clients that you have for like the next 30 years. If you work for a company, this could be either something, it could be something you do on the side, or it could be establishing a significant relationship with your employer. Whatever it is, it's positive. Nine of Cups, you have a wish around career, money, and business, so put it out into the universe. Perseverance takes you to the next level. The more you put into your career and business, the more you're going to get out of it. So keep at it. Mustafa, does my male cousin with the first initial A that I'm thinking of currently feel and think about me? Okay. Thinks that you're grounded, stable, down to earth, wise beyond your years, decisive, you know what you want, you know how to get it, persistent, kind, caring, and you have a lot of potential. I don't know, this person kind of like, I want to say looks up at you a little bit or admires you a little bit. Uriali. I don't see it yet, so let me do sepia for Rommel and me. Things look nice, like things are going to improve. No longer holding himself back. He's prepared to put in a little bit more effort. Six of Cups. Somebody from your past returns. He's not really from the past, so that could be two people. It could be things are going really well from him and somebody from your past shows up. Either way, that's fine. It looks like you got the Four of Wands. That's always positive. You could be upgrading the relationship, spending more time together, spending time at your house or his house. Peace and serenity comes in around the relationship. You have a wish around the relationship. The Sun is in reverse. You might not be totally happy yet, but happiness is coming around the situation. Just may take some time. Uriali, I have a gut feeling that the Libra is going to try to communicate with me. He's still passing by. Is my gut feeling right, or am I overthinking? I'm only getting a 33% chance that your gut feeling is right. The thing is that I think you're going to hear from him eventually. So, you know, it's hard with timing. You know, like you might not hear from him for a month, but if you hear from him next month, was the feeling right? Like eventually you're going to hear from him. There's no doubt about that. Gabby, I just lit my candles. I told my mom I might have to start turning my St. Jude upside down so that I can... Art, amazing 5060. Well, you know what? My mom's birthday was October 29th, so maybe she's been around, and she died on the 14th. So it could be that she's been kind of around. That's why I've been talking. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of picking up on that. What's Jay's energy towards me? He's been on my mind all day. Will he communicate with me soon? And how will that be when he does? Okay. What's his energy towards me? Well, it's in reverse. So it's, you know, like when things are in reverse, it's going to take some time, which is frustrating because it's already been time. But 10 of Cups is in reverse. Upright, it's like all 10 cups are full. Things couldn't be better. In reverse, it's going to take some time. And the same thing with the Wish card. The Wish card's in reverse. The energy around it is a little bit stagnant still. Will he communicate with me soon? Okay, let's ask that. You got a 33% chance communication comes in soon. How will it be when he does reach out? Let's see. When he reaches out, well, you know, it's like, it's a double-edged sword, no doubt. You may be feeling burdened by this situation, but you're grateful and you're happy that he's finally reached out to you. You're feeling glad about that. You could be starting a new journey, but yet you also may be taking time to think about whether or not you want to put yourself back in that situation or exactly how it's going to happen. There's a tower moment here. But what does he expect after all this time? So there's going to be a lot of kinks to work out when he finally does show up. Justice is in reverse. You may feel like you're not seeing justice, or it's not happening fast enough, or that you deserve better or more, or something of the situation that he's not giving you. Like, I always feel like, that this just could be in my head, but I always feel like when somebody has been gone through some kind of a disaster, not like, I don't mean that he did anything mean to you or anything like that, but it's just disaster that you've been feeling and wanting to hear from him, and the time, and it seems like it's, you know, so much time has gone by, and you know, you're in that kind of place wanting to hear from somebody, and that's the worst. I always feel like you should get better karma, or you should be better taken care of because you've had to suffer all this time. It's not to say that he hasn't suffered, because he may have, but he was in control of it. You weren't. So I guess I feel with Justice in reverse that you don't feel the relief from the situation like you should, or that I would want you to. But that's just my feelings. I don't think that, or you might be feeling that way too at the moment. Like, okay, this is great, but what else after all this time? So we got to see how it plays out when it happens. I don't know. I just feel like for anyone that's been in a situation that's been shitty, or they've been like waiting to hear from somebody, or I feel like they should get a bonus. But I'm not in control of that. Krista, felt like things were going really well with Jay, but he wouldn't respond to my text. What's going on with him? He's feeling a little bit burdened by the situation. He's also feeling a little bit like Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands in reverse is like lack of perseverance. He's also feeling undecided. He doesn't know what to do. But then he's got some other nice things happening. You got good karma around you. You got things moving forward with him, divine guidance, and a new beginning along with a wish. So hopefully this will all blow over with these cards. You know, it might take him a minute to get his act together. I mean, you know, it is sort of a big deal for him to like find somewhere else to live and move out and end things. And if it takes a little bit of time, okay, that's no big deal, as long as that's what's going on. And it seems like he's doing the right thing. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt and see what happens from there. She may be maybe being a pain in the ass. So he may be dealing with that crap. This one is the blue. I wore purple yesterday, I think. Yeah, I think it was yesterday I wore purple. Mustafa, general for the next 2 weeks. You're being guided here by the divine with the Judgment card. You could have a new soulmate relationship enter, and maybe with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. No longer feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. You could be laying down the law, setting up boundaries. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Life changes for the better quickly. April, general for tomorrow and the weekend. It looks good. You've got some good luck coming in. It looks like you got success coming in around tomorrow and the rest of the weekend. Passion comes in, fun, carefree, spontaneous times. Choices, 7 of Cups. You may have a choice of several different things, or there may be several different people or groups of people that want to hang out. Looks like it's a busy weekend. It's got a lot of positive energy around it. I sent 3 PayPals. I couldn't let go of the Sagittarius man. How does he feel that I look for him? Right, how does he feel that I look for him? I think he's okay that you look for him. It looks like, well, all right, listen to your intuition. Your intuition is heightened. He doesn't mind that you went looking for him, but it doesn't look like all that much is going to manifest from this situation. Justice is in reverse. The Death card is in reverse. 8 of Pentacles is in reverse. So he may... I think he's okay with you coming to look for him, and he may be okay with spending time with you, but I don't think it's going to turn into anything long-term. It might be something short-term and temporary. 2, why is he paying more attention to me? Well, there's a couple of things happening here. This guy that you just went looking for, or you had a conversation with, he's trying to be nice and he's trying to put in a little bit of effort, but I don't know what the deal is with the 2 of you, but it doesn't look like it's going to continue because he's walking away. So whatever it was that happened between the 2 of you, it's like he doesn't want to be mean and he doesn't want to cut you out of his life, but I don't think it's going to turn into a relationship of any type right now. So if you're okay with that, that's okay. He just might need space. Sagittarians usually do need space. 8 of Cups. He's going to pull away at some point. He's being nice to you now, or he's paying you more attention because you went looking for him, and he's trying to give you back what you gave him. He doesn't want to ignore you. Beth, why did he say that he was going to always respect me for telling the truth? Well, yeah, he does have respect for you for that reason, 6 of Pentacles. But he's still not coming up as feeling prepared. So whatever it is that happened between the 2 of you, he values the truth. I don't know what else to say about it. He doesn't want you to lie to him. He wants you to tell him the truth, but I don't know. I still don't think you're going to get out of him what you want or what you're hoping for, because there's like a mini tower moment here. And it doesn't look like he's putting in all that much effort. I think he's being like, I don't think he wants to cut you out totally and ignore you, but I don't think that he's going to give you what you want from him. I'll give it a little bit of space. Adriana, will we even kiss sometime? Okay. Will we kiss sometime? You have a 33% chance yes, so you probably will. It just might take some time. All right. My brother David, a while ago, he posted a very angry Facebook post about me. We had no falling out. What is really wrong with his hatred towards me? Huh, it's very strange. He overthinks. He definitely overthinks. And here he is, like, the Knight of Cups is in reverse, which is like, the love is run out, or I don't think he hates you, but he has a lot of anger. You know, it's like, it's not even, I don't even think that he's angry at you. I think he's angry at, I think he takes it out on you, but I think he's angry at your parents. What did you guys have the same father? I think he's angry at him and he takes it out on you. Thing is about anger, hatred, any of those negative traits, it's not going to hurt. I mean, it can hurt you like that. It's hurtful to see something like that. And why would you, a grown man, want to put something like that up on Facebook for other people to read? Like, that's a whole other thing. Like, why would you want somebody else to know that you have hate in your heart towards a family member or towards anybody? Like, why would you do that? So that's on him. But anger, hate, fear, all that shit's going to come back at him. He's putting that out into the universe. It's going to come back at him fast. The thing is that, I mean, there is room for growth around the situation with him because you got the death card here. Or it also could be you could decide to cut him out of your life totally with the death card. As shitty as this might sound, think of it like this. The only person that it hurts really is him, because in this situation, you would be losing somebody who is negative, angry, and hateful, and he's losing somebody who is kind, generous, loving, and stable. So who's the winner and the loser here? Besides, you know, he's putting this up on Facebook for other people to read. Like, why would you do that? People do that because they want validation. Like, that's what he's looking for. He's looking for somebody to give him the thumbs up. Like, that's what he needs. He needs someone to tell him that he's right. And it's not right. It's not right to hate somebody or be negative or hateful or angry. But it's only going to hurt him, because that's the kind of person that's not going to be in your life, but you're not the kind of person that's going to be in his life. And he's the one that loses. So let him be angry and nasty. I don't think that it's for you personally. I think he's more mad at your parents and he takes it out on you, which is really shitty. Deja, can I get a general? Sure. You've got growth and transformation coming in on a personal level. You've got being at the right place at the right time, being guided by the divine, which is going to make you feel like finally I can exhale. I've made it to the top of the mountain. You've got a Taurus coming in that could be significant, and also a Sagittarius. It also looks like you have some fun, carefree, spontaneous times ahead. And you know what's so funny about those posts? I know that people do it like when they're mad and in the moment, but other people read them and they really think like, what the fuck? Years ago, I worked with this guy and he was like grown man. I mean, now he's probably, I'm going to say he's probably close to 60. Him and his wife had, first of all, he was like bizarrely in love with his wife. Like, yeah, like it was just kind of weird. And, you know, okay, it's great that you're so in love with her, but sometimes people are wrong. Like, you could be in love with somebody, but still tell them when they're wrong. He stood behind her no matter what happened, and no matter how wrong she was. And something happened where, I don't know, there was a fight with his sister. And all of a sudden, like all this dirty laundry is going up on Facebook. Oh, well, she was married 3 times and she was married to a drunk and she's a drunk and this, that, and the next thing. Like, why would you put all that stuff up on Facebook? And then other people are commenting, and then I I mean, I don't know if I was reading it or I don't know if I could see it, but somebody was like screenshotting it to me and sending it to me, and I just like, how sad, how sad. Like, have a fight with your sister like in private. Like, why do I have to know? And I don't care if she was married 3 times. I don't care if she's a drunk. You know, nobody's perfect. I mean, whatever, it is what it is. But you know, like I always look at those things and I'm like, oh my God, like why? What's the purpose? The purpose is because they want to be validated. They wanted people to say, yeah, right, that's true. It's not. Anjali, reading for November. Got happiness coming in around you in November. Excellent. The Magician, the ability to manifest almost anything you want. Focus on what you want more of. Carefree, fun, spontaneous times come in with an earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, might be a Taurus. It also looks like you're feeling a little bit more balanced, and finances could pick up in the month of November. Art. Do you pick up on him involved with someone else, or is it his job occupying his attention? I don't think he's involved with anyone else. Is he involved with anyone else? No, I don't think he's involved with anyone else. I think it's his job and the distance. That's what I think it is. Adriana, when could we be kissing? Possibly in the month of December. It's not that far off. April, General with Jason. I might see him tomorrow night while waiting on the Gemini. Good. Good. Things could change for the better with him. It looks like he may be a lot of fun. Oh, God, excuse me. There's a little bit of adventure around him. There could be success around the situation. Your intuition is heightened, so listen to your intuition. He shows up with having a lot of respect, and the Death card is here, which means there is room for growth and transformation around that situation. Good. Keep him around for a minute. Rosalie, General for November. You've got your intuition is heightened, so listen to it. There may be some kind of a heartbreaking situation that's probably something that's already happened, that's moved into the past, that you may revisit, or it may pop up. It's not the end of the world, but there may be some regret or anxiety around it. You are moving on with your life from that disappointment, and you have a new beginning when it comes to a job, career, or whatever it is that you do all day. Good luck comes in and some money comes in. Financial stability too, feeling better about money. Just be careful that you're not overthinking things. Page of Swords, somebody reaches out to you from out of the blue who you haven't seen or spoken to in some time. Could be a water sign, might be a Cancer. 9 of Wands, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and finally you can exhale. You step into your own strength towards the end of the month. Little Virgo, how does Vincent feel towards me? How does Vincent feel towards me? feels that you're loving, kind, caring, nurturing, stable, down to earth, passionate, creative, unique, attractive, intelligent, and strong. April, general with Peter. Haven't heard from him. Balance comes back into this situation. You should hear from him. Cause for celebration comes in around the situation. Spontaneity comes in around the situation. I think he's going to want to see you again relatively soon. I would say maybe within a week, like between now and next week, you should see him. And you should hear from him soon. I'm not real worried about that. Deja, what can I expect next week? You're no longer waiting around for your ship to come in. You're taking the bull by the horns. You're making a decision to move your life forward. Fire sign comes in that could be significant. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius being at the right place at the right time. And heading towards all 10 cups being full. Next week should be a good week, like going through a transition to get to the next place. Next week, I like the energy around it for you. Sepia for Vicky, general for next week. Could be spending time with a Virgo. You have a Virgo and a Leo around you next week that may be significant. Maybe feeling a little undecided about something, but you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, feeling grounded and stable when it comes to work or a business relationship and getting a lot of respect and maybe even getting better compensated. You have a wish, put it out into the universe with the 9 of Cups, and you're no longer holding yourself back. You also have money coming in, 10 of Pentacles. Money comes in. Could be a large sum of money too. And you're sure that the post was directed at you. Like he said your name, you're just not reading into it. Because you know how sometimes you think that something's about you and it's not? You ever have that happen? Because it seems like it's, like, I just don't know why you would do that. Like, why would you purposely, especially when Facebook has got such, like, insignificant people on it. Like, I have probably about 50 people on there that I don't even know who they are. And I'm like, I don't know who they are. I'm like, I don't know where I know them from. They don't look familiar. Like, why would I want them to read that I'm mad at my brother? Like, I wouldn't want those people. Curious. Forecast for the last 2 months of the year. You could have a new business opportunity. You may be deciding to go back to school or learning a new area of study. It could be for business. It could be for pleasure. Somebody out of the blue who you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time, maybe a water sign, could return. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You've got success around business, school, or whatever it is that you do all day. Life starts to move forward quickly before the end of the year. You have the Magician, so you can pretty much manifest anything you want. Focus on what you want more of, not what you want less of. The Star, you have a wish before the end of the year. Put it out into the universe. Somebody from your past may be returning closer towards the end of the year, and your intuition is heightened, so listen to it. He got mad at me in 2002, wanted to move here, and I told him he couldn't come here. It was a bad time for me. I was going through a divorce. So he got mad at you 20 years ago, and he's still not let it go? I mean, it was a long time ago. I mean, it's crazy. Julie, when everything comes out, how would he feel about himself? And would he even try to win me back or just let it go? Well, you know, we got to see how this all plays out, because right now, the way that he's feeling is, right now, he doesn't think that he's done anything wrong, or he's not acknowledging that he's done anything wrong. Which, I mean, he's got towers around him, this guy. He's got crises around him. He's got feeling hurt. He's got sharp energy around him, and he's got a demon around him, which could be anything. It could be anything from, he's got anxiety too. It could be anything from, or some kind of an earthly pleasure that's interfering in his life. But he's got the Seven of Cups, which means he's got to make choices. Based on whatever choices that he makes, that's what's going to affect the way his future unfolds. Now, is he going to try to win you back at that time? We have to see when we get there, because there could be a couple of things that happen. Your feelings for him might change by that point, and you may not want him back after you go through all of this with him. And then that's one way. I mean, it's like, it's not carved out in stone. We have choices, right? So we can't go that far in advance because we don't know how it's all going to play out yet. There is so much trouble that's coming down the pike for this guy, but it's like he feels like if he ignores it, it's all going to go away. And that's not going to happen, because we keep seeing the towers popping up, which means it's all going to keep exploding on him. The thing is that, will he try to win you back? Win, lose, or draw, at some point he is going to try to get you back. Whether or not you want him back at that point is going to be a whole other story. Because once you've gone through all this nonsense with him, there's arguments around the two of you. And there's also negativity around the two of you. But that we're not there yet. We haven't gotten there yet. We got to see how it unfolds, because like when you're in the moment, you know how many times, there's so many times I'll read for somebody who swears up and down, this is the guy for me, I'm never going to want to be with anyone else, it's got to be him, 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 him. And meanwhile, the guy has just did something totally heartbreaking. And then time goes by and the guy comes back, and now all of a sudden the woman feels like, I don't want him anymore. Like, it's just not the same. So that's going to be your choice when you get to that point. Sometimes, sometimes the damage has been done. So we got to see how you feel when we get there, and all the madness that goes on, and how exactly it happens. There's trouble around him. There's no doubt. There's no doubt that there's trouble around him, and he's ignoring it. He thinks if he ignores it, it's all going to go away. And he feels that you're very much still in his energy. So he doesn't really feel like he's losing you right now. If you cut all your energy from him, if you weren't talking about him, if you were really out with other people and not in his energy, he would feel it. But you can't tell someone you're walking away. You can't give someone the silent treatment and still be talking about them, because you're still in their energy. Like, we're talking about him now, so even though he doesn't know that we're talking about him, he feels that your presence is still there. It's like if you just disappeared and you moved on with your life, then he would notice. But right now he feels like you really are where you are, that you're not going anywhere. That's how he feels right now. It's the thing about energy. It's like you can't fake it. It has to be, like, the person really has to feel it. Otherwise, they don't believe it. Very interesting. Dylan, have a snooze. April, I feel like every time the death card comes up for Gemini, for general with me and someone, it means it's going to end. Is that right? No. No, the death card usually means growth and transformation, or it could be like, sometimes it's like the ending of one type of a relationship and the starting of another one. Like, it could be like, okay, we're no longer friends anymore, but now we're a couple. No, usually the death card doesn't signify an ending. A tower moment can, but even that, there's opportunity. There's always opportunity for things to grow and change. It doesn't matter how bad the situation is. We have choices. So two people could have a horrible fight, a horrible breakup, but 3 months later, they could find themselves back together. But it's how the two people interact at that point and how they feel. Now, if two people, and I say this all the time, if they just get back together because they don't want to be alone, and they ignore everything, and they don't fix what was broken, they'll go right back into the same old situation. If the two people come in and they're really working on their issues, the relationship can be fixed. Nothing, I don't feel like anything is bad enough that it can't be fixed. But people have to be willing to do the work. And a lot of times that's not what happens. And one person can't do the work. Both people have to do it. And so death really just means growth and transformation. And ends, when something ends for good, it's usually your choice. You're the one that has to end it, because that's a free will thing. You know, I mean, even like with these people that disappear for months at a time, they usually come back. And then it's your choice whether or not you want to take them back into your life. And sometimes people do, and they find out that it's a big mistake, because then they do it again. So, you know, that's the way that plays out sometimes. Love T. Is R with Josie, or is he just her friend? Is R with Josie? There could be something going on there. Cinnamon, weekend reading. You've got some things moving forward. Life moves forward. There's respect coming in around you, or feeling like a water sign's coming in. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer are putting in enough effort. Like they're two people putting in enough effort into a situation. You have a Scorpio around you too, and you have room for growth, change, and evolution on a personal level this weekend. You also may be taking some time for yourself, for like self-care this weekend. You could be working on a creative project that's a lot of fun, feeling like finally I made it to the top of the mountain and I can exhale. It should be a pretty decent weekend. April for next week. Next week, you've got the Two of Cups, which means that you should at least be going out with somebody next week. The love should be pretty decent, and you're prepared for it. Somebody should be putting in a lot of effort. It looks like you got the Three of Wands in reverse, so you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. You got some good karma coming in. You're no longer holding yourself back. Listen to your intuition. Happiness is coming in next week. Next week should be a decent week. Adriana, what should I know regarding him? He's got an adventurous side that's a lot of fun. He's very spontaneous. He's a lot of fun. He is carefree, lighthearted, fun. He's successful. He's pretty good with money. His life moves forward. He's pretty sincere and stable. He seems like he's a pretty decent guy. Deja, general in love. Got a Leo coming in, and you have a Cancer. That may be new energy when you walk away from something that's not working for you. It also looks like when it comes to love, you maybe, well, you're no longer holding yourself back. You could be walking away from something that you feel like you're not getting a lot out of. It's got an Aries here coming in too. And your love life can move forward, but it may be starting to move forward in ways that you didn't expect. There's new energy coming in around you when it comes to love. That's a good thing. April, Peter's feelings and intentions about our situation. He's interested. He's going to want to spend more time with you in the near future. I'm going to say within a week to 10 days, you should see him again. I think he's going to want things to move forward. And yeah, he seems like he's pretty interested. He seems like he's really stable and he's legit. I don't think that he's bullshitting or playing games. Let's see what happens with this guy. Yeah, there's opportunity for things to move forward, and there's opportunity for a strong relationship between the two of you. All right. Does he still love me and care for me deeply? Wait, I got to read Sophia's comment after I do this. Yes, he does. He does still care about you deeply. Sometimes I'm on a boring Zoom meeting and I hear your voice. You may say at some point, shove it up your ass. I'm from New York. Well, you are too, so you know it is. I used to go to this woman, Cecilia. She was so funny. She was so funny. And she used to, I mean, she was, the things that she would say. She was talking about, she had a set of twins that were older. Like, the set of twins were probably close to my age. And then she had a daughter from her second marriage who was much younger than those twins. And you know how it is, like the youngest kid like learns so much, like grows up so fast when they have older siblings. So long story short, the kid was like 16, and I don't know, like she went out with her friends and she went out, I don't know, they were out in the woods somewhere. They were doing something they shouldn't be doing. So Cecilia was the woman's name. She goes over to the parents' house of that she's supposed to be sleeping over. You know that how you do that. Oh, I'm going to sleep over her house, and she's going to sleep over my house. Meanwhile, they're both somewhere else. So she knocks on the woman's door and she says, you know, is my kid here or whatever? Oh no, they went wherever. And I don't know, she made her wait out in the driveway or something. I don't know. She wouldn't let her in. And then she was like, listen, she was like, you don't care where your kid is? I get it. You don't care where your kid is, but I care where my kid is. She's like, big red flag went up. Just like, she's like, big red flag. She's like, they're out, they're drinking, they're smoking, they're fucking around. I mean, they're 16 years old. That's what they do. But this woman was so funny. Oh, I get it. You don't care where your kids are. I get it. Well, this is my kid we're talking about. She's like, she had me out in the driveway. She wouldn't even fucking let me in the house. She was so funny, that woman. I don't know what happened to her. When that place closed, I never saw her again. I should ask the woman that reads my cards if she knows. I'm sure they keep in touch. God, I haven't seen her probably in like 15 years. Anyway, Jay, how's Amy feeling towards me right now? She feels that you're strong, sincere, attractive, well-balanced, intelligent, hardworking, and like there's something to celebrate around the situation. Oh my God, he said your whole name and everyone's asking him if he was okay. Well, yeah, because who does that? Right. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, 20 years ago. He's got to let that go. Julie, are those towers you see because of what that woman is doing to interfere with his life? As you told me earlier, why is he so afraid? Well, he's got several towers coming in. He's got towers around her and him, but he's got towers coming in around you and him too. Yeah, see, he's afraid. You know what it is? She's loose cannon. So he feels like he just does whatever she wants because he's afraid of what she's going to do. Like, she may say, well, I'll go to your job, or I'll do this, or I'm going to go and tell her, and I'm going to show up here. And I don't think he trusts her. I think that he thinks that she's crazy. You know, I never understood, like, when women, like, I had a friend who, it was in a couple of relationships where she was the other woman. And when her relationship with the guy went sour, she would go and tell actually, I had more than one friend that did this, that would do this. She would go and tell the other woman, and I never understood what does that do. I never understood it. And then they would become friendly with the original girlfriend. I don't know what the point in that was, but I've seen it happen a lot. See, I think what he's afraid of is that he doesn't know what she's capable of. Like, she's a little bit nuts. So you know how like the average person wouldn't do something like, if I got mad, I wouldn't go to his job and threaten his job or try to get him in trouble. I'm not like that. Like, I wouldn't do that. But I don't think he trusts what she'll do. She might threaten him and she may say crazy things. And I think that she's just crazy enough to do it because she seems like she's a loose cannon. And you did say she was in trouble with the police before, right? So yeah, I think that if the police get called to her house again, it's not going to be the first time that they were there. And I think that they've been there for different reasons over the years for different people, not always the same person. So she's got problems. When people are crazy, like like they do crazy things. Like she may think that she's going to get back at him some way. Most of the time, somebody that's acting like that just looks like they're a crazy bitch. I mean, I hate to say it like that. And then that's what gives regular everyday women a bad name because people act like that. I mean, I worked with a woman who was screwing around with this guy. And when his girlfriend, or I think it might have been a wife, whoever it was, found out that he was screwing around with this woman I worked with, she sent emails to all of the vice presidents of the company. They all got emails about how her husband was having an affair with this. But to me, one thing doesn't have to do with another. Like, your husband's fooling around with the accounts payable woman. Okay, so I should fire her because your husband's unfaithful to you? Like, to me, one thing doesn't equal another. She comes in and she does her job. It's not for me to judge what the fuck she does in her personal time. But when people go crazy like that, like that's, I mean, come to find out, the woman that worked with me, I mean, she did a lot of shady things. But they weren't going to fire her because she was having an affair with somebody's husband. They didn't fire her at all. She wound up getting laid off because of layoffs, but she didn't get fired. But when people do crazy things like they, and that's what she's capable of, and that's what he's afraid of. He doesn't know which way she's going to strike out, so I think he tries to keep her quiet. But he's got tower moments coming up around her and also around you. And good, that's what he deserves. Happy. Is the Capricorn in love with me? No, I don't think he's in love with you. No, he might care about you, but I'm not seeing love here right now. Julie, would he lose the house sometime in the future? Okay, let's see. He's got a 70% chance, yes, he could. Lovely. Would JB feel weird if I texted him outside of work? At first, but I think he would get over it. He may feel a little bit weird at first. Stephanie, how did T feel about the last text I sent him today? All right, he comes up a little bit. Okay, so it's like first it looks like he's holding himself back. He feels regret around it, but he also feels celebration. So I don't know what's going on or what's happening around the two of you, but that's what comes up. I'm not, I'm holding myself back a little bit. I feel a little bit negative and regretful, but on the other hand, I also feel very happy and celebratory. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what the cards say. Jocelyn, what's going to happen in the next 3 months? The Three of Cups. You've got cause for celebration over the next 3 months. You may be undecided about something, and it could have something to do with a person from your past that's going to be returning. You're going to have choices. There you go. That's where the indecision comes in. Capricorn comes in. That could be of significance. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can finally exhale. Got strength coming in around you and a wish. It also looks like life goes back into balance over the next couple of months. Love cup is full. If you're not with anyone right now, you could have a new love interest that may show up. Could be a Leo. Jay Allen, what's Amy think will happen regarding me? And she gets anxious around the situation. But she's hoping that you guys are going to connect into a relationship. And she's trying to listen to her intuition. Sometimes she feels like she's going to move forward. Another time she feels like you're not that much into her. So she kind of feels disappointed. So she pulls herself back. But, you know, she kind of fluctuates a little bit. I think that she's hoping that things move forward with you. Oh, Sandy A. Finances. Oh, Dylan's sleeping. You got happiness coming out of your finances. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. You also may be presented with an offer that you can't refuse, and you're going to be at the right place at the right time. Being at the right place at the right time might bring in the offer that you can't refuse. Finances should pick up for you. Caribbean love. Caribbean love. Judgment. Being at the right place at the right time could bring you in a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It also looks like, this person may be a business owner. They may be financially stable, or they may be having a side business that they put a lot of effort in. And you might feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain. When you meet this person, it will be a soulmate relationship. Now, if you're already with someone, current relationship should be moving forward nicely. And your current partner may want to start a side business or something like that on the side. It looks like love is good for you over the next couple of months. Julie, which towers happen first? The ones with me or the ones with that woman? Could be with that woman. It might happen with that woman first. Jay, what should I expect from Amy next week? Strength comes in around the two of you next week. You could have a new beginning. There may be some passion. She may be putting in a little bit more effort next week. Oh, his appointment. I feel so bad because I can't go in with him. I have to sit in the car. And he's such a good boy. Um, he had to get distemper. He had to get a Bordetella shot so I could bring him to the kennel. Which I swear to God, I fucking hate. I hate leaving him. Like, you have no idea. He got a yearly visit. The whole thing came to like, it was like $500. I got him medication for when his legs bother him. She was like, oh, well, as they get older, we can put him on. He could take it every day, but we have to check his kidney and liver functions every 6 months because it can cause kidney and liver failure. I'm like, can I just give it to him when he needs it? Because I don't want to do that. I don't want, like, I don't think he's in that much pain. I mean, he's a little crotchety. Some days, like, sometimes he has a hard time getting up and stretching. And like yesterday, I got up, well, got home late on Tuesday night. So I took him out late Tuesday night. It was probably like 1 o'clock in the morning when I took him out for his final. He slept late yesterday morning. He didn't get up. I didn't take him out until the afternoon. And I was like, well, that's weird. He hasn't bothered me to go out. And then I was getting a little nervous. I'm like, why is he sleeping so long? And then I noticed yesterday his legs seemed to be bothering him. So that's why I mentioned it. But I don't want to keep him on that. I'm not going to just medicate him. Anyway, I decided to leave him in the kennel. I mean, all of my dogs have stayed there, but he's just different. I just feel like, you know what? God forbid he's home in the house and he falls or he gets hurt and there's nobody here. I'd rather him be in the kennel where he doesn't have stairs to contend with and he doesn't have a bed to try to jump on and there's people there. I'm very overprotective when it comes to him. Anyway. Mel, you could close them out. Thank you. April. When will I move into my own place again? Could be soon, like early next year. Lovely. How is JB feeling right now? He's got regret around him. He's feeling negative and regretful about something. He's got some sharp energy around him too. It's like he's got the Sun card in reverse, so happiness is coming to him. He just hasn't made it there yet. He's feeling a little bit out of sorts. It'll pass. He's got better times ahead. He's coming into a good time in his life where he's going to have some nice, good luck. Julie, do you still see me passing the test on November 23rd? I hate tests. Yeah, I think you're going to pass it. Jay, I have a calm sense of knowing things. What is this? Like a sixth sense? Oh God, I can't say this. Clairsentient? I think that's how you say it. It's like clairvoyant would be somebody that can see things. Clairaudient, someone that hears it, and then clairsentient is someone who feels it. So you have a certain feeling that happens when you know that something is going to happen with that specific vibration. Like yeah, clairsentient. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but it's like when certain situations pop up, you may get the same feeling. Like, here's an example. When AMP had gone bankrupt, or they were in bankruptcy 5 years before they closed. They went into bankruptcy, refinanced, whatever they did, came out of it. 5 years later, they went into bankruptcy. And when I got the news that they were in bankruptcy the second time, the feeling that I got was the same feeling that I had when my mother was diagnosed with cancer. So I knew AMP was going to die. Like, that was, like, I knew it. Now, the funny thing is that for me, like, I have a hard time trusting it. So I always try to, like, I'm always, like, trying to be positive. Like, oh, no, it's not going to happen to us. So if somebody's going to buy us, we're still going to be here, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, I knew in my gut I had the same feeling. So even though the situations were different, the feeling was the same. So yeah, it's like, that's like, yeah, it's like it's a sixth sense, but there's nothing visual or audio, you know, you don't hear it. So it's like, it's just the feeling that you get. You know, another time it happened to me where I was driving down the parkway and I really felt like there was going to be a cop. So I slowed down a lot. There wasn't a cop, but a deer had jumped out. And I was like, oh, I knew something was coming. I knew something was going to be there. I mean, it didn't jump in front of me, but it was like, it was far enough in front of me where I was able to slow down. Or I was already going slow enough. It wasn't even an issue. But I had that feeling like there was something there. Anyway. So yes, listen to that. And you know what you could even do? I tell people to do this, but do I do it? Write it down in a notebook so that you can kind of track how often you have these. When the tower moment happens for them, would that be it with them? Well, see, the interesting thing with them is that, I mean, eventually, yes, it will be it. There's going to be an end to them at some point. I don't know if it's going to be this tower moment or the next one, because they seem to kind of have these kind of knockout, dragged out fights. Like, this wouldn't be the first time that they've had a bad fight. It might be the first time that they've had the cops involved, or when the cops get involved, there could be a restraining order. There could be a restraining order, and that may be what leads to the final end, because legally they can't see each other. That would be the best thing. That would be the best thing. All right, while I wait for the moderators, I will go answer for some people that I didn't get to. How about Anukriti, H's actions for me next? Listen to your intuition. He may be coming forward a little bit more. Communication could pick up. You may be hearing from him more, but listen to your intuition with him. Sue, what are Adam's next actions towards me? You might be working with him on something. Things could change for the better with him quickly, but it looks like you may be working on something, either work, like job work, or school work with him in the near future. Fairy Lily, my sister stopped talking to me for weeks now. Any advice from Spirit? Was this bound to happen? It does look like it was something that had to happen. Let's see what the Spirit cards say. Three of Air, great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself and others. The Three of Earth, the power of creativity, recognition for high quality work, be a team player. Six of Earth, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I do think that you need to heal from this situation, but have you tried reaching out and having a conversation with her? Because I would always suggest that, rather than, you know, things could be really shitty right now, but if you reach out to her or you try to have a conversation, maybe you'll get some answers. Mel, updated love. Love life can move forward quickly. Got the Chariot here. Things could move forward for you fast. Now, there could be a Cancer coming in. Love, money, fertility, abundance, prosperity. Please be careful if you don't want children. There's money coming in. You got money coming in. There could be a Pisces coming your way. You may be overthinking things a little bit when it comes to love, but you got passion coming in, and being at the right place at the right time could bring in a Virgo. It also looks like you're moving on to greener pastures. There is somebody coming back from your past with the Six of Cups, but I don't think you're going backwards. I think you're moving forwards. Another water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I don't think that you're moving backwards at all. Sepia, I think I want to wait this time around to be intimate with Rommel. How will he feel about this? Hopefully I can have self-control. How will he feel about this? You know what? He'll be okay with it. He'll be okay with it. You got good karma around the situation. You will be in control. You should have control. And then things move forward when the time is right. Things actually move forward pretty quickly when the time is right. I think that he may spend time thinking about it, but that's he'll be okay with it. I don't think that you know, it's not like you're going to make him wait years. You're just going to make him wait a little while, and I think that's fine. I think he'll be okay with it. You know, sometimes taking a new approach, you know, like that may be very good for you. It was very interesting that one of my guy friends told me this years ago, and I never realized it. He said, when women really like a guy, they usually want to have sex fast. But when a guy really likes a woman, he usually wants to wait. So see what happens there. That may be something. And I was like, really? I never knew that. And he said, yeah. He says, because a lot of times the guy doesn't want the woman to think that it's all about sex. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that you can cookie cutter everybody's situation, but I think he'll be okay with it if you want to wait. Okay, let's see. Sue, hopefully I get a job soon so I can donate. Aw. Let me see. You're getting a job. You are getting a job because look, you got the Eight of Pentacles. Growth and transformation comes in. It's going to be something that you really enjoy too. It should be something that you really enjoy, and the pay is not bad. You got money coming in. Nine of Pentacles. Did I finish the moderating? I did one for Mel and one for Sepia. That's it, right? Zara's not here. Alrighty, that's it, guys. I am going to go. I will see you guys tomorrow. I think we're going to be home all day tomorrow. So maybe I'll be able to get on about between 1 or 2, something like that. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.